Hello again, everyone. This is Bavato7, and I'm not doing that stupid voice anymore. I mean, my voice is stupid enough as it is. Let's not make it any more stupid. Anyway, this is me, and I'm doing Bavato's dungeon. Last time we cleared up what seems to be most of level 1, and nothing really challenging has showed up. It's mostly orb puzzles and roach queens, and roach queen part is not really all that interesting. Blue door. What's this say? Yeah, this is gonna be dialogue stuff. Anyway, God's Diary, 26 Quasarary, 144 BD.
Roaches have managed to invade the dungeon as far as the top floor stairs. All the surviving guards have been evacuated, but the prisoners are being left behind in the hope that the monsters will stop to eat them.
Wow, those are some jerk guards, aren't they? Anyway. Yeah, so we go south or north. Depends on what the doors open. I think they open them all. Okay, let's go south. Roach queens and orbs. Gee. What else was I expecting? Okay, this is not a good thing to hit. So yeah, in this room there are a lot of tricky orbs that are just there to mess you over. Like, possibly this one! Tricky tricks. Okay, what's this do? Toggles. Okay. Yeah, this is basically a good summary of what this level is. Orbs, roach queens. The roach queens aren't even that consequential, they're just kind of there to, you know, be there. Stuff. So this gets closed off. Alright, so this will open the roach queens, I think. No, this will. No, the other thing will. I open this again. Okay, so I guess I was duped into thinking that I had to open this. What these? Okay, this is the only door that opens, so how do I get back then? Oh, okay. Alright, so with the help of my friendly orb here, I can now get to what seems to be the final orb to hit. This one, and go. Roach Queen Madness! Whee! Right. Yeah, there's nothing particularly challenging about any of this, it's just roaches. Not in particularly complex situations, just roaches. Oh yeah, I guess you also don't want to hit the oars, but unless you're stupid like me, you shouldn't have any problems with that. And I should let you know I am pretty stupid at times, so yeah. Stab, stab, stab. Okay. Just gonna keep giggling like a child for some reason. Oh, that wasn't giggling. I was just, you know, enjoying myself, being full of joy and whatnot. That is also not a good thing. I don't know why, it just isn't. Okay, so last room to do is north. I should have gone north first. It's a lot farther away for some reason. Oh, that's not the last room. Okay, so... Oh, there's a brain! Oh! I see someone's being all fancy and stuff. Okay, so this is just laughably convoluted. So what can I hit? This. Who's gonna get tracked down by roaches? And actually the roaches themselves are gonna tell me to path through the maze. How nice of them. These are the kindest roaches I've ever seen. Too bad they're deadly and eat me when I'm too stubborn. Okay. Anyway. These waves of roaches are surprisingly consequential in this current given moment. Just gonna... Okay, why would I not want to hit that? Yeah, I fail to see the reason why this is of any importance. Over the top, I already hit it. What's the point? Is it because a roach could get stuck in it? I don't think the roaches are smart enough to know how the room works, but... eh. Ah, each and every time. These roaches, man. Okay. Surprisingly larger amount of roaches defeated by a 2-tile wide hallway. Let me tell you, the 2-tile wide hallways, I had a good reason to praise them in one of my previous videos, and that's why. They are completely effective against monster hordes, especially brained ones. I mean, they're right within your reach of your sword, and if you do things right, they cannot get around, so... If you're in a 2-tile wide hallway, you always win. Unless you don't have a sword, in which case, well, you'd die anyway. So... But anyway. Just killing roaches. I mean... What else is there to say? Also, you have to bump into roaches for absolutely no reason at all. I mean, it's like a necessary part of this. If you don't do that part, you're doing it wrong. There's always a little trickery with the orbs right there. So now I just kind of have to track down this Roach Queen right here and just kill her. Now these roaches are kind enough to tell me how to get to their mothers, which is pretty nice, since I can see everything. Take this as a good lesson, kids. Never let strangers know where your parents are. I mean, they might be able to see through walls and figure out where you're all coming from. Well, it's not like not doing it would help anyway, because if they can see everything within a certain region, well, you're pretty much doomed anyway. You'll just see where they are. Okay, so giant hordes of roaches. Oh no, anything but that. Not even any queens, this is just disappointing. Whoever infested this dungeon is doing a terrible job at it. I mean, like, come on. Seriously, I want a challenge. I mean, this is only slightly tricky. That's being generous right here. Okay, I'll give it to you. This is starting to get a bit interesting. Only a bit though, you better step your game up. Alright, enough complacency or whatever. Let's just clear this room already. I mean, there's a trick to each horde of these roaches. I mean, it's fairly challenging at all. I mean, come on. I know I said enough of that already, but... Man. I mean, some of these are just not even trying. Okay, this one is doing pretty good so far, but... Alas, that may not be enough. Okay, this one is tricky. Never mind what I've been saying. Guess is I don't want to go further than that wall over there, but the circumstances some kind of force me to. And due to movement order stuff, I cannot do that. Best place I can hide is there, but I get tracked down that roach is pretty quickly. Guess I spoke too soon. Ah, there we go. Wait, what am I supposed to do now? Oh. Why are there two orbs? That's just confusing and useless. Okay, once again, the trick is hiding here. Okay, I'll have to admit that last roach room was a bit tricky, but yeah, I've seen trickier. This isn't. Not even trying. So I got one more chance with this one. Oh, no, never mind. Never had a chance to be tricky to begin with. Oh no, this is so difficult. I'm gonna have to do the whole room again. Ah, that was disappointing. Wish it wasn't. Okay, that one part with the three roach hordes was pretty interesting, but otherwise everything was really easy. Anyway, trapdoor puzzle. So, what am I supposed to do here? There's a bunch of doors, they open and close, and... Is this another orb puzzle kind of thing? I mean, I know I keep ragging on and on about these orb puzzles, but seriously, man, just... These things, man. Let's see why I wouldn't want to hit that. Not this. This creates a pathway over there. Okay, so we have our first order of business. These guys right here. I can't do anything about these guys, so I'm just going to leave them there. Next up, this thing. So, I guess I want to go in there and take care of that trapdoor, right? There has to be a way to open that again, right? Yes, there is. Okay. Alright, this seems pretty easy to me. I don't know about you, but... Okay, then I need to hit this one, and this one. You know what? I'm gonna save. I mean, unlimited undo makes it kind of null, but I'll save anyway. Makes it more convenient, I guess. Okay, so now I just gotta hit this one, then this one. Alright, I keep ragging on orb puzzles, but these are actually kind of clever and thought-requiring. I mean, as far as orb puzzles go, these have been acceptable. And this one is actually pretty fun to figure out, because it's not about opening all the doors, it's about figuring out which doors to open and when. So this is good. This is a good one. Anyway, this is it for level 1. Overall review, pretty simplistic, except for this room, and let me see. This one was a bit clever, that one not really. This one was horde-like. This area in this room was pretty nice. This was yeah, kind of fun to figure out, but really kind of long and longer than it needed to be. This one had a little trick at the door. It was pretty nice. This is a warp room, so I have nothing else to say to it. Anyway, time for level 2. 13,000 moves, almost 1,900 kills, 60 deaths, and it took me almost an hour. Sounds fun? Alright, level 2, the storage chambers. Tobus's sheet continued. This floor was the king's main secure storage area for his food, equipment, and valuables. Unfortunately, the gods say the monsters have destroyed everything, so I don't think you'll be able to find anything of value left. Wow, snakes and roaches have destroyed all of the foods? I guess I understand them eating food, but there are other things then. Yeah, that seems a bit weird to say. Anyway, roaches and snakes, isn't that fun? Ugh, I can just feel the excitement. Because we're really changing up the formula here. Instead of orbs and roach queens, now we have orbs and roach queens and snakes. I hope we get an interesting layout soon, because I get the need to have this look like a dungeon, but realism does not make for fun. I mean, if you want any further proof of that theory, just look at real life. Is it interesting? No, not all the time anyway. So yeah, that's my point right there. Realism does not necessarily make for fun times. I mean, it all gets pretty samey after a while. I mean, yes, I get the dungeons have these rooms and they're meant to be security and stuff, but still. It gets a bit repetitive after a while. Hey, I don't want to complain. I mean, I adore that they're trying to go for a theme kind of thing there, but sometimes it kind of hampers the fun on me. Okay, this guy right here is a bit of a jerk. Wait for him to... No, leave this place now, stupid snake. Ugh. Okay, good. Oi! I'm not enjoying the amount of needless and pointless attention this snake is giving to me. Do not enjoy the area that this relationship is going to. I'm gonna have to break it off with him. I don't care if he's a giant murderous snake. This is acceptable behavior. Period. People are so quick to defend things. But you can't just sit there and let them do things that aren't acceptable. Because then no one's gonna stop them and they're just gonna think that they can do whatever the heck they want in life. And I don't care if you're a cat or a dog or a giant red snake. There are rules to follow, and if you don't follow these rules, well, that's stupid. I mean, if I have to follow the rules, why the heck does any other living creature get to have an exemption pass on that? I mean, if giant serpents don't have to follow rules, then neither do I. Because otherwise that's just bordering on racism. Or something like that. Yeah, I'm taking an important issue out of context here, so ignore me. Anyway. Those roaches, let's kill them. Let's kill the roaches and avoid any further political commentary before I get egged by the roach queens. Get off the stage! Throws own spawn at me. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. Okay. One more snake to go. This one shouldn't be too tough to kill. Just do... Give me a moment to set myself up here. Okay, alright. Come on. Alright. Yeah. I wasn't messing around when I said I was going to be quiet. I commit to my statements, you know? And then I push them. Because that's what you do after you commit to something, right? Yeah. Okay, so now we have not only roaches and queens and snakes, but also evil eyes and wraithwings. The wraithwings I didn't even notice until I took a closer look at this room, because, yeah, I'm blind, okay? I don't know how I've been managing to play this game for all these years, but I managed it somehow. Of course, I'm not really blind, man. Don't take me too seriously, you know? If you take me seriously, you're gonna have a bad time. Taking me seriously is the worst way to have a nice weekend. I mean, yeah, sure, you might think that everything in life is serious, but I mean, I commend you for taking everything seriously, even though I actually don't, but that's besides the point. But if you're just gonna look at me and take everything I say at face value, then I'm sorry, but it is a very disgusting face to look at. So I won't be there to help you when you have to put up with the ugliest face on earth. I mean, value has a very disgusting face. I'll just put that out there. Value is disgusting. And I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. Value is horribly disgusting. And I don't care if I offend anyone by saying that, but value is beyond horrible looking. And I don't care whatever anyone has to say to defend it. Value is ugly. There, I said it again. I'm gonna keep saying it. Value is ugly. Value is ugly. Value is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. If Value was a girl, I wouldn't date her because, ironically, brings nothing of value. But that's besides the point. Anyway, Wraithwings? Yeah, Wraithwings. Okay, this video is just going all over the place. Political statements about stuff, and then value is ugly. Jesus Christ, this is going to be a controversial video. And I just made a religious reference. Of course it's going to be controversial now. What am I digging myself into? A ditch? Okay, I'm not getting through there. I'm not. Oh wait, no, I can. Okay. This has been a mess. Okay, yeah. Goblins? Where did you come from? You weren't there in my initial evaluation of this room. Or the subsequent one. What? Goblins? Okay, I was caught off guard there. Alright, so... Mimics. What do you want me to do? Ah! Look at this clever thing I just figured out. May all hell break loose now. What's this? An unintended solution? Well, why, I never. Oh no. Here he comes. Not necessarily the most attractive snake I've ever seen. But, you know. Okay. Lots of roach killing. And I'm afraid of saying something profoundly horrible. Actually, you know what? I mean, I've dug myself into this deep hole already, so I think that at this point censoring whatever thoughts I may have on any subject is a stupid decision anyway, and I'm just gonna feel horrible and all pent up anyway, so here goes. The 39th Slayer did nothing wrong. Yes, I know, everyone is looking at me like I'm some sort of horrible monster now, but I mean, take a look at the things. I mean, the 39th Slayer was just doing his job. I mean, the Empire wasn't... Well, I don't know how the Empire was doing, but the 39th Slayer was just doing his job, you know? He just went in there, he saw an intruder, and he killed him. Well, at least he attempted to. Bethro was the one who started going around everywhere and started killing everyone and everything that he saw. Just for the sake of it, because that... I mean, you see someone just barging in and killing everyone? I mean, are you gonna trust him with your taxes? I mean, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't. Not for a minute, not for a second, not even for an hour. Maybe for a few days. Wait, what? Anyway, so, Wraithwings. Yeah. But yeah, the Slayer, he was doing his thing, so... anyone who hates the Slayer is profoundly misguided and has no valuable opinion whatsoever. There. I'm glad I could get that off of my chest. Feels really refreshing. But now I have no friends, so... that sucks. I mean, I wish people were more tolerant of outside opinions. That's just the world we live in. So, how do I get out of here now? There was a guard diary that I missed in my ranting. Guard's diary. 24th Corsary, 144 BD.
A giant invasion of all sorts of monsters has invaded our dungeon. It started about 3 days ago, and level 3 has been completely taken over. We're holding on to level 2 for now, but they're too numerous to stop.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick to that voice. Okay, anyway. Tar stuff, yay! Actually, knew it! I knew this looked too simplistic. Hey, on the plus side, he has arrows to indicate where the checkpoints are, so hey, guy isn't completely evil. So I was told there was an impossible tar level somewhere in Bavato's dungeon. I don't think this is it yet, but I'm actually thinking it's on level 5 or something, but we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. Anyway. I'm gonna kill those tar mothers indiscriminately, leaving nothing but orphans behind. Don't worry, I kill those soon enough after, so it's not like they'll miss her for long. I'm just the most horrible person ever, aren't I? I mean, defending the 39th Slayer? Actually, no, the 39th Slayer isn't exactly indefensible. No. the first archivist is. I mean, he was going on about killing the surfacers, and I don't know. I mean, if I was an empire trying to document everything in the history of ever, I would try to make it, you know, manageable. He was just trying to make things manageable. I mean, these guys up there in the above ground, they keep creating all sorts of things. Do you expect anyone to try to document all of it? I mean, you are insane if you think that anyone is just gonna spend all of this time, you know, just documenting every new thing that happens every year for the rest of eternity. I mean, no way that's gonna happen. No way that is gonna happen. No way, Jose. So, I mean, killing the surfacers seemed like a good idea. I mean, you get rid of the non-stop source of history and things to document. And you know what? That goal of documenting everything that exists can actually be accomplished. However, that does leave an important flaw, because, I mean, your empire itself is going to keep creating things, so then you have to destroy your own empire. And that is the only way to document everything. It is to utterly eradicate everything on the surface and in the empire. Everything, every last simple thing you can find, destroyed, never to be recovered. No hope for life. You know what? Let's just destroy the entire planet. Okay. I get overly zealous, but yeah. Hint, it is probably easier to clear out the east side of the room before doing the west. The south is best left until last. All chambers are accessible from any point in the room. Oh, that's nice to know. Also, whoa, those are a lot of monsters. Okay. Alright, I think this is going to be the last room for this video. Run away! Actually, I think I need to take care of this side first, because look at these goblins! Okay, this is slightly difficult here than I thought it would be. Okay, now this is a good way to hole up. Okay. Yeah, this is looking good. I don't know why the left side was meant for last, but yeah, I'm gonna clear it now. Screw the rules, I make my own and stuff. As I said earlier, since everyone's so adamant on saying snakes have all the rights in the world because they're snakes, well, I am now turning into my own vigilante who will just, you know, make my own rules, because, you know what? I don't care if this is rooted in logic anymore. I feel like being anarchic for the sake of being anarchic. Why? I just told you, for the heck of it. Ugh. Okay, seriously, this video is just going all over the place, and every rant I make just seems to be more nonsensically political than it needs to be, and it might make for entertaining content, except at some point someone is just going to... I'm just gonna hurt someone's feelings. The inevitable course of life. You do anything stupid, you don't cover everything in bubble wrap, and suddenly someone's gonna get hurt and you're gonna get sued over it. And I just cannot shut up, can I? The shutting up never happened, ever. Because shutting up is just another form of censoring anyway. Except in this case, it's self-censoring, so... I mean, you advocate against censorship, well, you're just gonna have to never shut up ever again. Never, ever shut up for the rest of your existence. Goblins, you die. Roaches, die too. Goblins with roaches, definitely gonna die. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, keep those wraithlings around the hell. Right. Yeah. Should I perhaps, scrap the video? No, that's another form of censorship, and I will not allow that. I'm just gonna have to deal with the fact that I said horrible things on television and just, live with it. And then get punched to death by some 30-year-old in the street. Because reasons. I guess 30-year-old homeless people have a lot to say about things and are easily affected by the current system of beliefs. I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. You know what? I'm just gonna say none of what I said is actually important in the grand scale of the universe. There, I'm not censoring my points of view, but they are ultimately unimportant. I mean, everyone's gonna die, so let's just live and live, Live and let the narrative choke itself to death, I say. I mean, they tend to do a pretty good job at that, so... Roaches and goblins! Goblins, get out. Okay, I'm gonna need a good spot to retreat to. This seems like a good one. Oh, okay, that worked. These are some tedious rooms. Okay. Roach coins. I'm just gonna wait for her to spawn a roach so she cannot leave. Oi, Goblin! You're also not allowed to leave. Stop leaving. Oi! You're doing a very bad job right now, Mr. Goblin. Ugh, whatever, man. These goblins are too stupid for their own good. Okay, I guess that works too. Okay. I'll take it. Ah, goblins! Okay, more of them. So, wait, he said that the south was best left for last. I didn't even go to the east yet. Guess I had no expletives to give? Yeah. I found myself pretty short-handed in the amount of expletives I had to give here. I ended up having to go on the street to start begging for some. I mean, I am pretty poor in swearing. But, yeah, that's just life. Lots of things are life. I mean, I'm told that Shrek is, but then again, that's based on a rampant group of 13-year-olds' opinion, which I am hesitant to accept as the gospel truth. Don't know about you, but would you trust a 13-year-old with an opinion on something? I don't know. Depends on how smart a 13-year-old is. And, I mean, if someone's arrogant, their entire point becomes moot, because arrogant people are never right. Or at least that's what I'd like to believe. What am I talking about? Anyway, this looks horrible. I'll see you in the next part. Before Bakin 7 with Bavato's Dungeon. Have a nice one.